So this is how the plumbing looks after the concrete slab has been poured. Just want to give you an overview of this whole system here. I mean, that's our water line. I realized we should have put that in the sleeve. They ran out of time, so if it never leaks. If it does, we'll have to do something else, but it's still holding pressure right now. It's the water line coming in. That's the toilet line there. Have concerns. Hopefully it's not too close to the wall, but we'll see what happens with that. This is our shower drain, and there's a toilet drain there. Vent pipe right here. There is some confusion about how close that is to the wall and how this is going to fit in. The blueprints they followed, we think, but we're scratching our head trying to figure out how this wall is going to be so close to the bathtub drain. We'll figure it out. And lavatory or sink drain, and then the drain for the washing machine. So all these run through here, and they meet up at a junction right here with a kitchen sink drain that we're really hoping is not too close to the wall there. I think that's okay. We shall find out. Then all that continues to slope up to the corner here. They put the pipe inside of a sleeve. There's another pipe inside of another pipe, spray foam around it. That comes down. It's not hooked up yet. We got to get the final inspection done on the septic tank. There's going to need to be a line installed right down here. You can see where there's a little hole there, a temporary hole, and that's where the septic tank is buried. We had to go with a pump system. There's two tanks. The first one is like a regular septic tank. It's a 1,000-pound septic tank. And then over here, there's another one beside of it. This is where the pump goes. There's like a big stump pump kind of thing. And that's where basically the liquids drain out of the main 1,000-gallon tank into a liquid 1,000-gallon tank, and there's a pump at the bottom that pumps everything back up out of it. And then we have this control panel box here. It does not have power yet. We've got two breakers, one's for an alarm, one's for the pump. Some controls there, and apparently it has an alarm built into it, so if the liquids are getting up high and the pump's not working, the alarm goes off out here on the side, so we can hear that. And of course the lights will be blinking too there. So electrical has to be run out to that, and then they will come back out and test it and get the final inspection. Now we had to go with two tanks. This is a pump system. Basically this pumps down a PVC pipe. I think it was about a 4-inch pipe, the liquids out of that second tank. It runs through here into, this is the closest area. This is a blessing that the forest gave us to have an area that was actually had a good enough soil. It goes to this box here, and it has two pipes. There's one in here, and then two out there, and they go out into two different directions over that way. One between the trees over here, and then over here. How to bring in some more soil and kind of pack it in. This is those little rounded hump things. That's just kind of like they dug a ditch out and put this little piece of plastics hump over each other and everything. So it's an interesting system. Definitely not the gravel type thing with the French drain pipes in there. So septic tank system is done, just waiting for electrical to be installed. Once the electrical gets installed and passes inspection, and then they'll come back out and they'll be looking at the make sure the system's all hooked up, working correctly with the pump and everything with the water, and then we'll be able to hook it up to the middle of the slab where that pipe is on that part. So the this at least didn't have too many surprises. It would probably be more like $5 or $6 grand to do the septic tank if we didn't have to do the pump system. Because we had to do the pump system, that involved a whole nother tank in there, and so that made the price go up to about 10 grand. So I mean, but we were told that up front, and you know, kudos to the guy who did this work. It's a guy in North Carolina called Dirt Works. You know, he did the grading for us. He was right on par. We actually got out a little cheaper on the quote he gave us, and on the septic it was 10 grand, and we actually got out right at that too. So that was awesome on that part. So he's a great guy to work. If you're looking for somebody to do grading or septic, I definitely recommend him for that. All right, so we'll keep everybody up to date on this too, and we'll see what happens with this. Hopefully it all passes that final inspection. That probably won't be for about another month or so. We got to get the building up, get electrical in, get the electrical pass inspection, and then we can go to this. I tell you what, it is lots of pieces to this puzzle. If you're thinking about doing this or all this kind of thing yourself, even though it took us 8 to 9 months to get too close to this point, sorry, there's a squirrel. You know, I know, like a tension thing, and people say squirrels, but there really was a squirrel in the tree. All right. He's over there. He's over there. Okay, never mind. A squirrel moment, but a real squirrel moment. Anyway, but you know, it is. I understand why people have general contractors, that's for sure, because they know how all this stuff works, what permits need to be done in what order. Yeah, I'm thankful I have a lovely, understanding wife that's been patient, because she's done all this research and figured out what needs to be done. Yeah, make hundreds of phone calls and get this all worked out. So, but we are near the end of this, as far as getting the middle part of it up. So we're looking forward to moving forward. I'll keep you updated.